Денеска се наоѓаме на овој универзитет, каде што ќе има една сесија, панел дискусија со студентите на тема бизнис дипломатија. Ми е задоволство да присуствувам на универзитетот, гледам дека е инвестирано доста, дека се направени убави простории, се надевам дека ова полека ќе прерасне во еден модерен и добар универзитет. Добро е што отприлика половина од студентите се странски државјани тука. И се надевам дека ќе прерасне во една сериозна, и таа и сега е, но уште посериозна, високообразовна научна институција. Ќе ми представува задоволство со младите студенти да продискутирам на темата на бизнис дипломатија, бидејќи мислам дека нашата дипломатија пред се треба да биде ориентирана према бизнисот. Ќе ги разгледаме сите аспекти во тој дел, бидејќи нашата економија мора да биде отворена, како и на секоја мала земја. Економијата мора да биде отворена, ако зборуваме па пред се за индустрија, таа мора да биде извозно ориентирана и тука мислам дека бизнис дипломатијата треба да си го заземе своето место. Има сериозен простор за напредок и за подобрување во овој сегмент, така да во таа смисла ценам дека темата е актуелна и дека ќе направиме добра дискусија со студентите. Секогаш е задоволство со млади луѓе да се продискутира на овие теми, бидејќи покрај тоа што јас имам да им кажам можда од моето искуство, но секогаш е многу интересно да се слушне како и тие размислуваат и мислам дека и од нив има што да се научи некој пат.
Последната информација што имавме дека треба да завршат председателските избори, да се направат законските измени за поставување на промоторите, кои што ги најавите. До каде е постапката, за колку време ќе ги имаме, колку лица ќе бидат и дали се доволно овој број што се зборува?
Ние како земја треба да бидеме отворени према светот и во таа смисла ние треба да ги информираме какви се нашите поволности за инвестирање во нашата држава, но во двата правци. Значи, од една страна да привлечеме странски инвеститори во нашата држава, но такви какви што нас ни требат во моментот, а тоа се инвеститори кои што пред се ќе произведуваат финални производи. Понатаму тоа треба да бидат инвеститори кои што ќе имаат високотехнолошки развиени фабрики, значи не да вработуваат по 6-7 илјади луѓе за мали плати, него напротив, треба да вработуваат и помал број на луѓе, но тоа да бидат со повисоки квалификации, како би можеле да ги задржиме младите луѓе кај нас во државата, а да и прават финални производи од причина што само тие компании имаат слобода и можност повеќе да соработуваат со домашната економија, ако не се во средината на ланецот на снабдување, бидејќи праксата покажа дека компаниите кои што се во средината на ланецот на снабдување, односно работат за големите компании, тие многу потешко можат да ги изменат своите производи и да прифатат да соработуваат со домашната индустрија, бидејќи просто таков е процесот. И нормално се разбира, кога викам во два правци, тоа е значи како да привлечеме и каков тип на странски инвеститори, а од друга страна да се обидеме да ние продадеме колку што може производи од домашната економија во странство, бидејќи ако сакаме да развиваме домашна индустрија, а треба тоа да го правиме, и добра информација е што и македонските компании индустријски бележат раст на своето производство, тие мора да бидат извозно ориентирани, па ќе се обидеме преку тие канцеларии кои што планираме да ги отвориме, нив да им помогнеме да извршат промоција на своите производи, бидејќи не е баш лесно во светот секогаш да пробиете на нови пазари. Со други зборови, значи, планираме на најефтин можен начин, а тоа е начинот преку 3 канцеларии кои што ќе бидат во рамките на технолошко-индустријските развојни зони, да и ќе бидат стационирани една во Централна Европа, најверојатно во Германија, која што ќе го покрие европскиот пазар, една значи во Соединетите Американски држави на источниот брег кој што ќе ги покрие значи американскиот континент и една значи во веројатно Турција кој што треба да го покрие Турција и Блискиот исток, да се обидеме преку тие 3 канцеларии да вработиме млади, едуцирани луѓе кои што со минимум трошок значи ќе направат промоција во овие два правци во кои што зборував. Да, точно е, законот се чека да биде за ТИРС изменет, се требаше да завршат председателските избори, законот е подготвен, тој ќе помине прво во владина постапка, а после тоа и во парламентарна, нели владата ќе го предложи до парламентот како измена и со самото тоа ќе биде тој таму изгласан, се надеваме, не зависи од пратениците во парламентот и после тоа веќе се разгледуваат можностите значи за местата и начинот како тоа да биде направено. Се разбира, значи тука се работуваме блиско и со Министерството за надворешни работи, бидејќи тоа ќе бидат сепак наши економски некакви представници кои што ќе бидат во светот.
Знаете ли кога ќе бидат отворени овие канцеларии и колку луѓе ќе вработуваат, со какви квалификации?
Дали ќе бидат доволни? Кога ги укинавме промоторите имаше 33 низ.
Не, станува збор за значително помал број на луѓе. Станува збор за многу поевтин концепт, значи затоа е тој како да кажам концентриран на 3 позиции, бидејќи точно ќе бидат таргетирани местата каде што треба да одат. Бројот на лицата ќе зависи од тоа како ќе се развива активноста. Сите тие канцеларии ќе почнат релативно со мал број, да речеме со 3 или 4 представници во моментот. Типот и на кадрите кои што ќе бидат таму ангажирани, значи ќе биде на еден транспарентен начин, на оглас, значи ќе побараме луѓе млади да се јават за тоа. Пред се ќе биде критериум да имаат добра едукација, да знаат добро странски јазици, поготово јазиците кои што треба да ги покријат на територијата каде што ќе бидат активни. И тоа ќе бидат главните критериуми. Можеби ќе биде и некој од тие кои што се иселени од Македонија, имаат завршено образование во странство и живеат моментално таму, така да јас ќе бидам среќен да ангажираме дели од тие луѓе.
А до тогаш кој ќе го прави?
Кинавме промоторите, дека да ги назначиме нови. Кој
привлекува странски?
Кој го промовираше?
Па врз база на тоа дека за година и пол успеавме да донесеме 20 странски инвестиции со подпишани договори и врз база на тоа дека да речам тоа го правевме со еден мал тим на министри и луѓе од мојот кабинет, значи самото тоа покажува дека сме биле доста ефикасни.
During our lectures, probably we did not have chance to talk about the rector, the vice rectors, the academics, economic crisis, complex markets and global conditions were created, unusual changes, and this principle of business diplomacy is a company-oriented, like multinational corporation, like companies.
First of all, thank you very much for invitation, distinguished members of the board of the university, professors, students, dear students. It's not a very rare situation that I am in this position because previously, before I stepped in the government, I was professor of the mechanical faculty and I work a lot in my life with students. That means that it's my special pleasure to be today here and to share some information, ideas, and to learn something from you about your expectation, like young people in our country, for your future. Because of course everything depends on the present situation, but of course the present situation can be reflected in your future. This is very important message to understand anyone who is in the government in any time. I can say few main theses about business diplomacy in which is responsibility of the government, but also what is my perception after 2 years in the government, and what I think that we need to improve, like economical politics inside the government, to be more efficient in the world. Of course, any country must to determine their own approach, because it's not possible to copy and to make only the simple copy-paste situation from another country to our country, or also opposite from our country in another country. Because any country must to know what is advantages and what is disadvantages on the country and what is economical potential of the country. What I want to say, it's not same to be United States of America in the world and Republic of North Macedonia in the world. Because of course, we are not able to solve the big problems in the world, and nobody asking us for this. First of all, we have to be determined to our position that we are small nation and small country in the Balkan Peninsula, and that we are not able to influence in the world politics. That means that our diplomacy is not necessary to be oriented, that we are invited to solve the big world issues. That means that we have to find our place under the sun in the world and to survive in this world according our our circumstances and our situation which we have actually. We solve big problems which we had with our neighboring countries, and this is what we can do in the international politics. We determine our intention to be part of Euro-Atlantic integration, which is our strategical intention. And that is all what we can do. Now we have to fulfill our homework and to finish with all obligations which we have internally to reach this task and to come to the desired position where I think that we want to go, all of us. I think that we have consensus somehow in the society in this moment that all of us, we want to go in this direction. Doesn't matter this is position or opposition, and etc. Of course, we can discuss about the ways, different ways and different approaches, but nobody said in this country that it's not this way, this is not way where we want to go. This we conclude with consensus in the country that yes, all of us, we want to go in this direction. Of course, on this way, we have to fulfill some obligation, and we are doing in this moment. The first obligation was to finish all open, I can say, issues with the neighboring countries in the international politics. We did it. Now we have to be focused on the reforms inside in the country. And I think that this is the maximum what we can do in the international politics internationally, from the point of view of diplomatics. What we can do else? After that, we have only one main task: to increase standard of living of our citizens in the country, and this is possible only through better economy. That means from this point, I can take conclusion that our main focus in future must be how to increase economical activities in our country. How we can increase economical activities in small countries? First of all, we must be aware what is our potential. If we are on the Middle East, maybe source of the oil and gas will be potential for economical development. If we are in Greece and in Croatia, let's say, maybe tourism will be potential for growing economy. But unfortunately, we have no this type of resources, and we must be online with our potential. What is our potential for growing our economy? Our potential is, first of all, industry. The second, construction. The third, agriculture. Maybe IT technologies, but this is in the first pillar, where is the industry. Because in industry, IT industry, all type of industries, and also energy. This is all of them in this first pillar. And like result of this, also the trading activities will increase. And if we can pass and make the analysis of structure of our GDP in the country, you can see that those four pillars, even now today, cover more than 60-65% of the total GDP of the country. Of course, for creating the environment for growing of this area, we need several circumstances. But the main circumstance, the main precondition to grow all this area is to have a market, especially for industry and agriculture. Because if we are discussing about developing industry for a small country, of course, it's not possible, because market and number of consumers and clients of those industry can be only in one small country. That means that the main target is that all our industry, doesn't matter that is domestically owned or direct foreign investors, they must be export oriented. To be export orientated means that all world is your competition. In this case, if you want to win in this world of the very strong competition, you must have good quality and acceptable price. And of course, good promotion of your product.
For increasing, let's say, the first pillar and third pillar, which is industry and agriculture, is the same for both of them. You need two things. First of all, to attract more investors to come in the country. And those investors are investors from everywhere. And any investor is very welcome. That means that small country must be open, because if it's not open, nobody will come. How they can understood for small country like North Macedonia? I will give you one example. Can you imagine that, for example, Syria was a very big country, let's say 10 times bigger than North Macedonia, but now unfortunately is destroyed. And the voice of Syria, for Syria in the world, is not good. But in Syria, in that time, exist good factories in all areas. But if somebody asks you, do you like to buy some product from Syria or from, let's say, Germany or Italy? What will be your answer? From Germany and Italy. That means that you must to be sure that your starting point from this small country like North Macedonia, it's weaker in comparison with the rest of the world. That means that you must to fight stronger. You must to be more competitive. That means that your quality must be better. Your price must be cheaper if you want to win in this game. Because this game is not soft game. This is tough game in the world competition of economy. And in this case, what government can do? Government can support domestical companies. Doesn't matter there is direct foreign investment or domestical investment, with some support for investing. Because if you want to be competitive in the world, you need to have quality and good price. For quality and good price, you need good productivity. For good productivity is only one recipe. I don't know something else. You must have high level of technology, good know-how to operate with this technology, and good skills in management. Those three things are necessary to reach this target. And this is what we, like the government, can do domestically to support companies to grow. And this is the reason why I propose to the government and implement one law for financial financial support of investment. We determine more money in the program of fund of innovation and technological development. And this is the way how we can support domestically companies. And you know that last year we determined around 50 million euro in this program. I'm discussing about 2018, and this year 2019 we have 47% more. That means that more than 70 million euros in all these programs, how to support domestically economy. But we are not today to discuss about domestical support. But this is the base, because we must to equip, we must to support the companies to be competitive in the world. The second aspect of economical growth or industrial growth and also agricultural growth, it's how to promote those products in the world. Unfortunately, our companies are not enough strong separately, any of them, to establish the companies and offices all over the world. If they are doing themselves one by one, partially and separately, in this case will be very expensive for them. This is the reason why we want to concentrate few offices in the world to be their service. That means that through this office, they can promote their products all over the world. This is not secret system, or this is not something what is well known. In the ex-Yugoslavia system, if you can, you are very young to remember, but some older people here like me can remember that it was the system of Technometal Vardar, let's say, or some another companies which represented all economy from this country. And it was not very bad system, because this system shows result in that time. That means that something like this, but adopted on the present situation, we want to establish all over the world. This is what we are saying, economical diplomacy. That means how the government can organize approach to the world to increase economical activity inside in the country. You are not able, I want to come to the point, you are not able to increase economical activities if you are not increasing, because I told you what is our possibilities. I can come back to this point. Industry, construction, what is domestically, and agriculture. Trading is the result of those three. Industry and agriculture must be export orientated. If you want to have export orientated industry and agriculture, you need the basis inside in the country, and you need promotion of those products all over the world. Promotion can be done through economical diplomacy, economic diplomacy. And for this reason, we can establish this. Of course, any embassy which we have in the world must be orientated to economy, because, of course, I am not able to understood, and I have no this type of information like Deputy Prime Minister, that any our ambassador, somebody asked in the world about the big question about the nuclear war or something else. This is the reason why all our representatives, all our embassies in the countries abroad, all over the world, must be orientated to economy. But they are not specialized only about economy, because we are a small country. We are not able to have, I don't know, in embassy 50 representatives like big countries. We have only 1 or 2 representatives in any country, and they must to cover everything, from protocol, from visit of our representatives, high-level representatives in those countries, from culture, from educational point of view, and also economy. That means that they are not able to cover everything. This is the reason why we want to find few places in the world, and our first targets are Germany, to cover from Germany the Central Europe. After that, Turkey, from Turkey to cover Turkey and Middle East, and United States, East Coast, to cover, I can say, American continent, like desired destination for selling products and attracting to invest. This is in the direction for selling our products. But also, we have no potential to grow our industry only with our domestical potential for investment. This is the reason why it's a lot of reason about this. This is the reason why we need to attract foreign investors to come in our country and to increase this investment. For this reason, the second task, the first task of those representatives will be how to sell our domestic products. But second task is how to attract foreign investors. And here we must to be very selective, exactly to determine what we need in the country, not to destroy domestic system and domestic environment and eco business system, but to upgrade it. Because, you know, if you attract now somebody who will come in the country and to try to find, 6,000 employers, which doesn't exist actually on the market in this moment, in this case, and you support them with subvention, in this case, you are making unlegal competition to the existing economy. And this is the reason why we have to think about the measures. And I think that we establish the set of the measures which we determine in the law of financial support for investment. And now system is transparent, equal for everybody. And I think that it's quite clear that it's not creating unlegal competition. But now how the world can understand what we are doing here. How we can say to the world which kind of advantages we have in our country and which kind of support we have in our country. This is very important, because some of them, they don't know that we exist like country. And I am very open in the vote, not only now, but also in all my life. And sometimes I need to explain them where is North Macedonia and which parties, because they're not taking care about this. They have their life there, they have their system there, etc. We have to attract them. And this is the second role of those, I can say, representative offices and of the economical diplomacy. The second role is how to attract the foreign direct investors to come in our country, how to explain them, because they must to be commercially orientated. Now we can come to the point which kind of the person and which type of the person must be the representatives there. They must be commercial person. They are selling. They are not selling only products. They are selling our advantages. That means that they must to be salesperson, because you know it's very important in your life to be salesperson, sales, commercial person. In any area, even if you are, I don't know, professor, you must to sell your skills. If you are, I don't know, doctor, you must to advertise your skills that you can help to the people, to sell your skills. In any area, you must to have commercial capacity to sell your advantage. That means that those people must be, first of all, young people, clever people, with commercial skills for selling, and people with power to explain, because always it's necessary to explain to the world what you are doing, what is your advantages, and you have to repeat and repeat and repeat all these things. But anyhow, on the end of the day, you must to have, of course, you are not able to go only like this on the street and discuss about this. You must to find the focus and targets where you will go. That means that first step will be selection of the target, which companies, which type of the companies are desired for to be investor in our country. And after that, it's next try to visit them, to explain to them what is our advantage, what is our possibility, and to attract them to come in our country. That means in one word, in one sentence, if we want to explain what is the business democracy, diplomacy, the business diplomacy is the way, the set of the measures, the way and approach, how to advertise the country in two directions. In the first direction is to sell our products in the world, and the second direction is to attract desired, not any, but desired investors to come in our country. I think that with this sentence, I can conclude this, my first speech, and I'm open for any of your questions in next round. Thank you very much for your attention.